Why do you find some days you're in a far better mood than others? Some days you get up, or you are up, and everything seems to be going well and you're happy and in that correct frame of mind and you're cheery and things are running smooth as they could be, and others it's like somebody's just pissed you off for some odd reason. It stems from small things, minor things, you know. It's in the morning, you get up in the morning, for example, you get up in the morning, you get out of bed, you stand on something, a kid's toy or a piece of Lego or something like that. You go downstairs, you go to make your coffee or your tea or something, you go into the milk, you go into the fridge, there's no milk. There's two small things, two minor things. Well, the Lego, that's a killer thing, but two minor things. I've set your tone of it already. You open the curtains, pouring down with rain, and you've got to walk somewhere for a mile for in half an hour's time. That's already put you in a bad mood, a bad frame of mind right away. Now skip that back to restart that morning again. You get up out of bed, and you can't help the Lego, but you get up out of bed. You don't stand on anything. You go downstairs. You have your morning drink or whatever it is you have. You open the curtains, it's blazing sunshine. And these are things that are set, the opposite side of the mood. So the weather, obviously there's nothing you can do about that. You open the curtains, the weather's the weather, unless you move obviously somewhere sunnier. But the weather's untouchable, you can't do anything about that. The other things now, there are small things, I just use these as an example, the ones I've used previously, the Lego, the coffee. But small things that prime your mood, that prime the mood you're in. Have you ever heard a song comes on the radio that you absolutely love, and you're like, oh, turn that up right away, and you're happy, you're in that frame of mind, it takes you back to somewhere sometimes. Often that's the case with a song you've heard that you've not heard for a while. The other things are exercise, other things that put you in a good frame of mind. Everybody's individual. You might like exercise, you might hate exercise. If that's the case, you should probably work on that. But there might be other things that you do, a programme you watch, someone you speak to, a person you see down the road. Even when you get up in the morning, the simple things, you get up in the morning, presuming you're first one up, pop into your kids' room, you see them lying there sleeping like an innocent as could possibly be. That puts you in a good mood right away. Obviously they'll wake up later and be a tearaway for the rest of the day and drive you insane, but for that moment they're brilliant. These are things that can prime your thought process, put you in a good mood, And I'm not saying it's going to be all hunky-dory all the time. You know, life's challenging, there's no doubt about that. As the day goes on, other things can challenge it a wee bit more. But it's ensuring you've got these things at least throughout the course of the day that are going to bring you a wee bit more up. And you think it on levels, you know, level 1 to 10, level 1 shit, level 10 tip top, absolutely good as could be, buzzing. If you're in that kind of 3-4 range, and then something else annoys you, you're dropping. But if in between something's gone bad, and you think, you know, as you do, you get frustrated, you do something else, take 10 minutes away from it, do something else, hopefully bring you up a wee step, and you can get yourself to about 6, maybe even 7. That's no bad, and a lot better than sitting in one for a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, because then it starts to become a bigger problem or a bigger issue. And there are things, what I'm trying to say is there are things you can do to put yourself in a better mood. My go-to, as I think for most people, or a lot of people, is exercise. You know, it increases everything, endorphins, and it releases endorphins. It puts you in that better frame of mind, makes you feel better about yourself. It gets rid of a bit of, depending on what you're doing, it gets rid of a bit of frustration, depending on what type of exercise you're doing or what's bothering you. Sometimes you just need a big long walk, for example, in the country or wherever you are, with earphones on again, listening to a bit of music, something to put you in a better frame of mind. But the point is, that there's loads of different things, and you know your own. So when you get up in the morning, despite whatever's happened, despite the alarm going off too early or not going off at all and you've slept in, do at least one of these things first. So even if you're kind of pulling that, but it's dragging you back the other way a bit, and you keep yourself up there a little bit. There's always things you can do. You can be in a slightly better mood. Something can make you slightly happier. And that thing that goes wrong, you think that thing that went wrong, had it went right, this wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have been in that frame of mind. Had those 4, 5, 6 things not gone wrong, you wouldn't have been in that frame of mind. Had the 5 things went right, it puts you in a far happier place. So you kind of control everything, but you can also stick some good ones in there. If you're on a day where a load of bad issues, you can stick a few good ones in there as well, so it's kind of pulling you down here, just not pulling you back up again. Have a good day.